Hey, what's going on everybody? ZMarkFloat here, and today we are finally bringing you an update to Jen's Wacky Guesses mod. Now this update adds in currently 9 new mobs, but there are also a couple other mobs that these main ones can spawn in. So, first off, we're going to start off with one of the crazier ones, which is Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is technically a boss, and turns out that I somehow lost the episode where Pat and Jen fought whatever mob it was in the challenge games and guessed Jupiter for an answer. So if you know the answer, if you know which challenge games they fought him, please let me know in the comments below. That would be great so I can update it on the forum page. So let's go ahead and spawn him in and then get into survival and fight him. So this is what he looks like. It is a giant planet with a grinning smug face and shades, cool shades, and he has 2 little feet right there. And alright, let me just get this here and go into survival. Now Jupiter's attacks are, ooh, that's kind of loud. So he will shoot these asteroids at you, which set the ground on fire and cause explosions. And the rate at which he shoots these asteroids will change depending on what HP he is. So there's 3 rates. So his first one is slow. Now he's on his medium rate, and every time he gets below a third HP, or he loses another third health, then the rate will change. So there he's on the fastest attacking speed right now, and there we go, we got him. And now look at this death attack. He summons down a ton of asteroids raining down from the sky. It's an asteroid storm, and if I had mob griefing on, my arena would be blown to pieces, but as it is, it's just a ton of fire everywhere. So let's go ahead and move on to the next mob, which is the stone wheelbarrow. A very interesting guess, and this guess was from the Rock God challenge game. So here we have ourselves the stone wheelbarrow, and as you can see, it runs after you at full speed ahead and does some decent damage, decent knockback. And so this is a very funny mob, as most of these mobs are from these guesses. And ooh, I might actually die to this. It's gonna be close. Half a heart, and there it is. I was ran over by an angry wheelbarrow. And so here it is, comes trundling toward me. Should I take 1 or 2 more hits to die? Almost got it. There we go. It is down. And so that is the stone wheelbarrow, again from the Rock God challenge game. This is definitely one of my favorite mods because of just how crazy the guesses are. So if you guys have any suggestions for mobs that I haven't done yet, definitely leave a comment down below and I'll take a look at them. And next, I believe we have the Exploda Cow, and this is from the Creeper Cow challenge game. So not too far off, but pretty crazy. So what this guy is he's pretty much a cow that runs at you and does attack damage and also will blow up frequently. So this mob, as you can see, I took it down without much difficulty. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm wearing emerald armor, which is a new feature to this mod, and it's basically diamond armor, but crafted with emeralds, just for the challenge games. And so the Exploda Cow, as you can see, took it down without much difficulty there. However, if it was blowing up the ground, it'd be a lot harder to get close to it and take it out. Next, we have another boss. This is the Zombie Jar, and this was guessed by Jen in the Queen Zombie Challenge games, and this is what we have. So it automatically turns it to night. It is a glass jar filled with zombie parts that will spawn zombies frequently. And one of my favorite features about this is, look, every time it gets below a certain amount of HP, the jar will actually begin to crack, and the cracks spread as it gets lower and lower HP. There we go, now it is extremely cracked, and we are about to take it out. There we go. Chink, dies. And as you can see, killing it itself was not that hard, but the hard part is fighting all of the hordes of zombies that will spawn as you try to take out the mob. And if you don't play it right and like strafe around the mob as I was doing, then you'll be constantly getting barraged by the zombies, and you'll take a ton of damage. And we're about done. There we go. That is the zombie jar taken out. Now we have the skeleton goose. Now this is definitely one of my favorites. It is a crazy skeleton riding a goose, and it is extremely difficult to hit unless you have range, because it just like runs all over the place and the skeleton shoots you until the skeleton dies, which it will do shortly from burning to death. And this guess was from the Skeleton Goliath challenge games. There we go. The skeleton has died, so now the goose itself becomes hostile and runs after you and tries to peck you to death. And if we let it, there we go. I was pecked to death by the... Oh, it didn't even say it that time. But it's supposed to say you're pecked to death by an angry goose. And so, there we go. Smacked in the face, and that is taken out. And now we are moving on to the Pepper Shaker. And this is from the Baby Bob challenge games. Don't ask me how she got Pepper from Baby Bob. But basically, what this does is it is shaking Pepper. I mean, it is playing a Pepper shaking sound. And it's pretty much Pepper, it's a Pepper Shaker barraging you with Pepper to the face. And this has a lot of HP because it doesn't move and it has low damage. So if you take it on by itself, it won't do that much damage to you, but it'll definitely shred your armor. If you take on multiple, like you would if you're in challenge games, it will definitely melt you pretty quickly. Okay, next we're on to the box of noodles, and this one is from this one is actually, the guess itself was fettuccine, and that was the Jeff the Killer challenge game. So again, a very interesting guess, and I decided to make a box of noodles out of it, and it is a very pretty looking box of noodles, as you can see. And here's some nutrition information and barcode, smiley face, and this is the company that made it. So let's just take this thing out and see what it does. So as you can see, it can either shoot noodles at you or spawn hostile noodles that will try and get you. So if we take this guy out quickly, getting some nice crit hits on it, and getting the strafing, so we're dodging all the projectiles. And thankfully it's shooting a lot of projectiles, which means there's going to be less minions to fight. We almost have this thing down, there we go. And now we have these floppy fettuccine noodles just wandering after you, trying to smack you in the face. So I definitely love how these noodles came out. They're just really floppy and bendy and stuff, and it's pretty funny and unique, just like everything else in this mod. Bam, took it out. Next is the Sun Urchin. And this is actually a mod that I was sitting on for a while. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to do it, and it is from the Fattest Boss challenge games, which is a Mousie's Mob boss, the Barracoa. And if you missed my video on that, you should definitely check that out. But here is the Sun Urchin. Right now it's not doing anything, but if you get close to it, you take damage, and if you hit it, it starts shooting sun spikes at you and will run around like crazy, like pretty much like an animal will after being attacked. And so this is, I made it do that because when it runs around like crazy, you have a chance to run into you and damage you further. So this is definitely going to be a tough one to fight in the challenge games. Oh, I got stuck in a corner. There we go. Nice. That is the Sun Urchin. I love how that one turned out too, just because of the crazy way that it attacks. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, we have Cloud himself. Cloud is, for those of you who don't know, the Pat and Jen's crazy savage cat, and this one was guessed both in the Command Block challenge games and the Pac-Man challenge games. And for the first time in this mod, it is an animated mob. So here we go. Here is Cloud. I definitely like the look of this model a lot. It took me a long time to get one that looked good, because it's very difficult to get a fluffy, chubby sort of look in Minecraft. It's all blocks. But there we go. It's already attacking me. So it has a couple attacks. So here is one where it charges up electricity and then strikes me with lightning. And then also has one where it goes crazy and, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die from the lightning. Okay, so it also has an attack where it goes crazy and starts clawing you to death, but only if you're within a certain radius. And then it also has one where its fur will poof out. Okay, there we go. It's using the slice. There we go. The fur poofs out, and you take damage and knockback. And so let's go ahead and take down Cloud. Although I hate to do it, but I have to do it, Cloud. Oh my gosh, I was mauled to death by Cloud the Savage. That is from the one where it stands up and attacks you. And the standing up attack is actually based on a picture that POPULARMMOS posted on his Twitter of Cloud standing up. It is a screen cap from a video. He's standing up on his two legs and looking absolutely crazy. It's not edited, and that is where the standing up attack came from. Oh my gosh, I was mauled to death again. That's like my second or third death this fight, but he is almost taken out. Come on, we just gotta run back, and hopefully we can get him before he kills us. And bam, we took down Cloud the Savage. And with that ends this update to Jen's Wacky Guesses. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed this one because it was super fun to make, and I added a ton of new stuff. So if you did enjoy, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and also the link to the mod itself. And oh, before you forget and try to download this, since Cloud is animated, you do need LLibrary to be installed with Jen's Wacky Guesses. Otherwise, it will not work and you'll get a crash. So, links to everything will be down in the description below. We'll see you all next time. Peace out.